kind of funny when I'm actually doing a performance, and I say that like I do a lot of them, but I really don't. I've only just recently started performing more. But we always run out of time. Like there's always something going on and nothing goes quite according to plan. So I end up just sort of like chucking my hair up in a ponytail, like when I had long hair, and then just making a tiny wee bun and then just chucking heaps of flowers on. I don't actually normally spend this much time on it, as much as I would love to be able to. It just never goes quite according to plan. But now that I've got short hair, I'm going to have to make sure that I can. So you take your curler, your straightener, so the case may be, and just flip over the ends so that you can curl it. And then I'm going to take a bit of product just to sort of stick the ends together. If you've got gel, it would probably work best, or maybe even a wax. It's probably going to be a little bit stickier. And just sort of form a pin curl. And slide a bobby pin in just to keep it. So I've got that pinned in there like that. I'm just going to leave it. It's not perfectly tidy, but it's just fine for the shape at the moment. So I'm just going to leave it as it is while I do the other side. And this one I'm just going to pin straight back. If you need to sleek it with a straightener, you can do. Okay, and then I'm just pinning it at the back. And what I'm doing is I'm taking those bits of hair at the end and I'm just going to wind them around the sock bun that I've made. If you had any Cory shells or falls or anything, you could have added those in. Could have added those in before you did the ponytail, so before you did the stock bun around your ponytail, and then had them actually coming out of your hair, or you could just wrap them around so that you can actually, this isn't a proper Cory shell, but this is all I've got, so I actually haven't used it in my hair before, but it's just an idea of something you could use if you wanted to. And you could actually just wrap that around so that you can see the shell sticking out. That would look quite nice. This is a little headpiece that I made a little while ago. I actually haven't worn it at all recently. I sometimes stick that on and then stick flowers in there with it. If you do want to have something hanging down your back, I've got this, which used to really closely match the colour of my hair at the time that I brought it. It doesn't now, but I still really like it, and it's got little gold flecks in it as well, which catch the light occasionally, and the end bits are nice and tassely, and it's got these little fancy knots. So sometimes it's really slippery. I say the only problem with it is that it is quite slippery, and I do have to really pin it in, otherwise it can slip right off. But you could sort of add that in. So you could add it in and then have all your flowers around it, and you're going to have these gorgeous falls on your back. I've had this for a while. I don't actually know where online, and I can't remember the name of the website. But I had every intention of actually attaching it onto a headpiece. Then I was like, oh, I'd quite like it for a bra as well. So I haven't done anything with it yet because I like to be able to, I don't want to attach it to anything permanently until I've got more like this that I can do for something else. So what I do sometimes is I'll sort of fold it in two and have 2 rows and sort of pin them at the back, but it doesn't reach all the way around my head, so I have to be careful to make sure that I have flowers that will cover the ends. Or if I'm lazy or in a hurry, which I normally am, I just wrap it around and then just tie it. So now for the fun bit. Now you can add whatever it is that you want to add. So I've got some really nice chopsticks that are silver with little sequins on them, and they look really nice. If you sort of stick those in the top, they just slide underneath your sock bun. I have misplaced the other one again since we moved. You would think I keep them together, but no, apparently I don't. So I'm not going to use that today, although they do look really nice, or porcupine quills if you have any. I've got these flowers that I made a little while ago. They were just... I can't even remember where I got the flowers from, but I really like the colour of them. It's a really nice red, and they were too small on their own, so I got two and stuck them together and cut the stems off, and then using a little bit of felt and a hair clip, I just super hot glued them together. I like to have those quite close to my ears. I tend to have mine down a little bit lower as well. Make sure you get them even on both sides. And then I've got some daffodils, nice big daffodils, which are on alligator clips. So they are really good because they grip in a little bit better. They don't fall out if you're sort of moving your head a lot. They're not going to suddenly fly out, which these ones can do. Or I have some rather dirty actually lilies, which are just on a bobby pin, and I can't remember where I got them from, but they were single. There was like one flower on one pin, and I had 4 of them, and I added them together, so I've got one red one, white one on a bobby pin. And then I like to just tuck them underneath. Okay, so that hides any bits of hair that are falling out anyway. And there's more clips in there to secure your bun. And then again, you can add your chopstick in as well. Chopstick, because I only have one of them. I've got this little dangly, which is just like a hair clip thing that you just slide in. It's nice because it's got lots of sequins, so it catches the light, and it has a few danglies, so if you wanted to go for a simple updo with not so many flowers, you've still got that little element of dangle. And you can really add whatever you want, but this is just a relatively simple one. And then I'm just going to go back and just fix that pin curl. I actually like to have it a little bit lower, closer to my ear, but my hair's not quite long enough at the moment. We'll try. Add your earrings. I've got some peacock earrings which go with the colour of my eyes, which have faded considerably. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Anyway, take care everybody, and I will see you soon. Alright, bye.